Okay, we're going to get started. Good morning. I am Peter Kreisa. I am the co-chair and managing member of the National Energy Improvement Fund, or NEIF, and I'd like to welcome you to October's session of the Go Greener Academy, where we try to or work hard to provide our contractor partners with updated information on all things related to energy efficiency and financing and good things for the heating season. We know that for most of you guys, this is really the crank time. So we're going to keep this down to 30 minutes and tell you about some of the new tools we have that can help you really increase your sales for heating season and some general overview that we're seeing in the market in general. I'm joined by Randy Bach, who many of you may know, who's going to be talking a little bit later about some of the details on how you utilize some of our programs more efficiently. But I'm going to kind of give you a high level overview right now. So NEIF, National Energy Improvement Fund, you're probably aware, is we're the only certified B Corp lender that does energy efficiency lending, and that's our focus. So 100% focused on this business and the contractors that install it. We've done thousands and thousands of improvements of the kinds of things you install: roofing, lighting, HVAC, generators, battery storage, um, all with about a network of about 2,000 contractors across the country now, distributors, manufacturers. This is our focus and what we've been doing for a long time. Some new members to our team that you're being introduced to, and I don't know where everybody's from on the call, but just Randy Bach is features there. He's really focused on New Jersey, but can certainly help out in all other areas. We've welcomed Trey's been with us for quite a while, and Brittany, as well as Peyton and our contractor team and marketing team on the line. But we also have expanded our team with Amy Belay now featured in the Southwest United States. Jared Mulliner has taken over in the Northeast, Karis Walker in the Mid-Atlantic, and Bill Shamp is helping orchestrate the entire business development effort. So we have really kind of an extensive team now to assist you in implementing our financing programs across the board. Uh, it's a unique year, a unique time, a unique heating season. Regardless of government impacts, tariffs, general market uncertainty, consumers have to continue to make essential energy improvements to their homes like HVAC and roofing and generators. I think we are, for a variety of reasons, seeing a downtrend in things that are no longer subsidized, like solar and other things, or what I would call proactive improvements, but reactive and essential improvements are going to continue to be done. However, with pricing becoming more expensive, financing becomes more critical. Budget affordability is really important now, and having a monthly payment option on every sale is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. Customers, I think homeowners are looking for confidence, trust, reliability, stability. They're not looking for anything super promotional. We've seen, as an indicative of statistics, the demand is huge for this stuff. Our volume is up over 50% year over year from last year in financing. So we are seeing huge inroads and uptake in regular conventional financing, a downturn in short-term promotional financing. People are not excited about 0% for short-term promotions. I mean, there certainly are people that are interested in that, but we've seen a major shift to longer payment, low payment financing. And of course, for contractors, higher costs mean tighter margins, all kinds of things. So we're seeing a bigger migration to low, no dealer financing programs that we offer as your margins compress. And of course, you need efficient service and your sales reps unburdened with complexities, and got to make it easy for you and the contractor. And we always worked on trying to hit that sweet spot, specifically in the energy efficiency world. Um, so here's what's going on for the heating season. We've made some big changes in all states. So NEIF now covers all 50 states. Well, I don't think we're in Hawaii, but 49 states. We have lowered the rate on our core EnergyPlus product, which had been at 12.99, down to 8.99% for most borrowers. And I'll go into more details, as will Randy. We've also extended the term to 12 years, increased the maximum loan amount, and basically have eliminated dealer fees on that, with the exception of a $100 flat dealer fee funding. So on any loan that we fund, not application, there's $100 deducted from your fee, which is extremely nominal compared to the 5, 6, 10% dealer fees that other lenders may charge. We're focused on doing this because of our kind of B Corp mission of providing the lowest possible rates we can at the lowest margins to consumers and contractors. So we've worked out alternative funding mechanisms that allow us to do that. And we're pretty excited about it and have seen a pretty dramatic uptick in business since we instituted those changes. High level, it covers all makes and models of installed electrical HVAC, so heat pump, central air. The 899 rate applies to Energy Star rated furnaces and boilers, so all fuels. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. Water heaters, windows, doors, roofing, insulation, kitchens, baths, generators, battery storage. But we will do solar and geothermal and all the related work that goes with it. You can finance the entire project if at least 50% of the work includes eligible improvements. And we can do eligible improvements that are non-Energy Star rated furnace, boilers, stoves, but the rate's going to be a little bit higher, but actually lower than what our current rates are. So that's in all states available to you for what you do every day. And Randy's going to speak to that more directly. In Pennsylvania, we have kind of an underutilized program, and can't quite figure out why. We are running the state's financing program through the Pennsylvania Energy Development Authority and the Pennsylvania Green Bank. It's called the Keystone Energy Efficiency Program, Keep Home Energy Loan Program. No dealer fee, 499, 3 years, 699, 5 years, 799, 10-year for most Energy Star improvements. So Karis Walker, who is now handling the Mid-Atlantic, would be your principal point person on this, but Brittany Heller or Randy or any of us can help you with that. So I just don't understand why there's been not greater uptake by contractors on that. Of course, in New Jersey, we are running special programs with 3 utilities, JCP&L, ACE, and RECO. It's a tremendous deal. It's 0% financing with no dealer fees. I think up to 10-year terms in most cases, and it has to qualify for utility rebates. So we have kind of the universe covered in all the states we operate in with some special programs, and other states with additional special programs coming down the line. Here's what happened in August. We lowered the rates on EnergyPlus to 899. We're also making a big transition to a new state-of-the-art loan processing and contractor information system that we hope to have implemented by the end of the year, which I'm liberally calling late fall. So you're going to see all kinds of exciting new sales tools and integrated processes that you'll be able to really utilize. And at that point, we're going to be rolling out what we're calling our best of both worlds financing program, where we have a 0% product embedded inside an 899 fixed rate 10-year loan. So it's going to be very, very appealing to contractors. There will be a contractor fee for that, but I think from what we've been talking to and feedback we've been getting from contractors, they love the idea of a customer having an 899 rate, and in the first year, there's no interest. They can pay it off, and every payment they make goes to principal. So stay tuned for that. I think that'll be a game changer for a lot of contractors. This is the kind of the way that we promote things right now. We can help Peyton, who's on the line, can help design some custom products for heating season. But here's what we do for the customer, examples of monthly payments and true fixed rate and payment on the EnergyPlus financing program. Here's a high level overview that, Randy, if you want to take it over from here, maybe you can kind of go through the products and also the process after my overview, and then I can come back in, when you're done with that and some of the dealer tools we have available. So I'm going to stop sharing, Randy, and you can, well, maybe I'll keep, you can start here and then you tell me when to stop sharing so you can go through some of the other.
Peter, why don't you just continue and then I can just jump in because going back and forth may be a little kludgy.
We don't want to be kludgy, that's for sure. So here's the basic product on EnergyPlus, the market-based product. The credit score 700 plus gets the 899 fixed rate loan from $2,500 to $50,000. $100 flat dealer fee. 89% of our applications are 700 plus, so it's a vast majority of customers. And we find that more sophisticated customers with better credit tend to gravitate to our programs rather than traditional finance company programs because they understand the transparency and the simplicity of the program. There is a tier 2 for credit scores down to 640, and that rate's 1499. Still a great rate for that kind of level of lesser credit. So it's a pretty comprehensive program. Loan can be prepaid at any time without penalty. They're all pretty much stated no verification of income, except if they're lower credit scores and larger amounts or any loan amount above 25,000. Simple interest, fixed rate installment loan, pretty clear cut, owner occupied, primary residence or vacation home. There's no lien filed on the property. There's no mortgage or anything like that. And we went through the qualifying improvements. Randy, why don't you go through the process and then tell me when to stop sharing, and I can, if you want to go show the dealer tool. So
Sure. So the process is real simple. Everything is electronic, from the application to the loan documents. Once the loan documents are signed, you'll be notified with a document called the completion certificate. The homeowner will also get one as well. And the beautiful thing about this program, if you're looking for just a real quick way to make your money and move on, we're going to pay within 2 business days of the homeowner actually signing. So we have a tool called Know Before You Go. It's a pre-screen link, which I'll take through in a couple of minutes. It's a pre-screen through TransUnion. It's no hit on the FICO score. It's called a soft credit hit. Once they do actually apply, that will be a hard credit pull. And then from there, you'll be notified with one of 3 different emails. They're credit qualified, which just means that the FICO score is good. We need you to upload through our contractor portal your contract or your proposal. Once we do get that, we will pull credit. We're going to check the DTI has to be equal to or less than 50%. Also, we're looking at no bankruptcies within the last 5 years. You'll be notified with a document called the Notice to Proceed that's authorizing you to go ahead and begin the install. Once the loan docs are signed electronically, that's when we're going to email both you and the client separately our completion document. So, whatever goods or services that you guys are providing to the homeowner, you'll go out and complete the job. Both you and also the client will execute that completion certificate, and then you'll be notified via email. That's our funding email telling you what program, who the client is, and how much money we'll be funding. So typically, we fund between 1 and 2 business days, and then from there, you're good to go. Peter?
Okay. Moving down, Randy, why don't you just talk about the financing gateway, and then I'll flip it over to you to go through some of the tools.
Yeah, how about if I just pull up a financing gateway right now, Peter?
We'll
Is that
stop
okay?
sharing. I'll stop sharing, and Randy can share.
All righty. And here we go. So for each of our contractors, this is an example of what the financing gateway looks like. More or less, this is going to be your dashboard. So you could take this URL right here and copy and paste that and place it onto your own web page. We also have another tool over here, and typically when I do an orientation or the rest of my team does that as well, it's called our Contractor Jumpstart. And this is more or less an instruction set for whoever's creating your web design, or that might be you yourself. It's showing you how to go ahead and take our links and attachments to place those on your website. We have quite a few of these digital badges over here. In fact, you can download the image here and copy and paste that, place that on your website. Whoops. So that's option one. Option two would be to use our unique QR code. And Peyton, every time that we send out for a new contract, you're going to get a goodie box. It's a welcome kit. So we've branded the brochures that Peter had up on the screen earlier with your own unique QR code. For those of you who have been on the program for a while, all you need to do is either email me or one of the other business development directors, and then Peyton can go ahead and put that QR code onto those brochures. So when you're in the home, no matter what you're selling, windows, doors, roofing, siding, HVAC, and then the homeowner says, hey, what's the next step? They can either go to your website or click the QR code on the brochure, and that will take you right back here. Okay, so we have the EnergyPlus loan calibrated up front. What's nice about this, we have a financing calculator, and really you can go through a good, better, and best option. For example, for those folks that are selling windows or doors or roofing and siding, you can show the homeowner, hey, for $10,000 on a 10-year, it's 127. And once you go over the $10,000 threshold, you have the option to go out to a 12-year term. We've heard from a lot of contractors that, hey, we're looking for a longer term financing. You know, that was one of the criteria why they wanted to select NEIF. They've also told us, hey, give us a very low rate. You have the 899, eliminate the buy downs, which I'm going to show you a tool, which is probably going to get some of you a little upset on how much that basically that you're financing your finance company, no pun intended. And again, everything's electronic, and then we're paying within 10 business days. So if we go to option one is you're good. Option two would be better shingles or better windows or better HVAC. We can push this down to a 12-year option, and we can go up to, like we said, $50,000. As Peter mentioned, if you have above a 700 plus FICO score, you can go out to 12 years. So you can actually say, hey, we have product starting at 114 on up. It depends upon what avenue that you'd like to go. So this is our financing gateway. The application links are listed right over here. And all the homeowner has to do is select the programs. This contractor has just happens to be in New Jersey. And as Peter mentioned earlier, this is a 0% program, no contractor fee out to 10 years. So is this one and this one. And that Keystone Energy Efficiency Program through PETA, that's the Pennsylvania Energy Development Authority. Great program. I can't understand why either, but check this out. A 3 year is going to give you a 499. A 5 year is going to give you a 699, and a 10 year will give you a 799 rate. So all they have to do, I'm not going to go through the actual application, select the actual product, fill out the information. A couple other things about property eligibility. So whoever is going to apply for this loan, this happens to be a hard credit pull. Our soft credit pull is the know before you go, the pre-screen. This will actually appear as an inquiry on their credit report. So the first question is your property in a trust? If they say yes, they're not eligible for financing. So as long as they're on the deed, they're eligible for their primary residence or also their vacation home. There's no rental property, so everything has to be owner occupied. So it's real simple. They're going to enter where they live, where they work, how much they make. There's a drop down. So it could be windows, doors, roofing, siding, HVAC, solar, geo. We even do kitchens and baths. They're going to select the term. And again, if it's over $10,000, it can go out to 12 years. They're going to preview and submit. So once they submit, they're going to see one of a few emails come out from our team. The first email looks like this. It's called Credit Qualified. And all this means is the FICO score is good. All we need for you to do really is send us a picture or a PDF of your contract or proposal. So quite honestly, the only heavy lifting is having you to have the homeowner apply and go out and complete the install. You may see something like this under review. That just means that little red flag went up. We need more information from the homeowner. Unfortunately, if they're below a 640 FICO score, the DTI has to be equal to or less than 50%. That could be an issue. And then lastly, if they have a bankruptcy, they will see this. You will see this in the contractor portal. If you recall back around 3.5 minutes ago, I went through a notice to proceed. This is your authorization to begin the install. So whatever you do for new contractors and for those of you who've been around for a while, you don't want to start or jump the shark before you get this email. Typically, we turn this around between 24 and 48 hours. And the only thing that can really slow that down if the homeowner does not get back to us. So that's the credit app. There could be a co-borrower added. We do have to take the lower of the two credit scores. And that's why we're using this tool over here. This is the pre-screen through TransUnion. All you need to do, and again, this is a soft pull. You guys probably had in your mailbox last week a lot of junk mail from Visa, Amex, whatever credit card companies, or even car dealerships sending you, hey, you're pre-qualified, but you still need to apply. So enter the first and last name, address, city, state, and zip. This is also calibrated for the Keystone Energy Efficiency Program. It's a different rate. Press submit. It's going to tell you how much the homeowner is eligible for borrowing. So that's the borrowing power. Going back to the gateway over here, we also have for the other programs for you folks in Pennsylvania, here's the 499 rate, here's the 69 rate for 5 years, and the 79. This is strictly for Energy Star related type products. Now, we also have another tool, and some of you guys may be kind of a little upset kicking yourself after a while, but this is our dealer fee comparison tool. And it doesn't matter what your discipline is. I just have this set up for HVAC. This is a typical HVAC job, but it could be for roofing, windows, doors, siding, etc. So if the job is 15,000 and you're doing 5 jobs a month and your dealer fee or your buy down is 3%, you're contributing $27,000 a year to that finance company. If I push it out to 6%, you're making a better contribution to the finance company at 54,000. And for some finance companies, I'm not going to mention any, at 10%, it's a $90,000 a year hit for 5 years. I'm sorry, for 5 jobs a month. So that $90,000 can be reinvested either back into your company, whether it's personnel, assets, equipment, technology, what have you. But we're static over here with the $100 flat funding fee. So really, you can't beat that. So if you're doing 10 jobs a month, for example, you're contributing $180,000 a year to the finance company at a 10% buy down, 108,000 at a 6% buy down, and for a 3%, it's 54,000. If you matriculate that out 3 years, you just gave our friends from your finance company essentially $160,000 over a 3 year period. So you have to say to yourself, ultimately, how long do I want to continue going on this track or offering a longer term, lower rate, and a lower monthly payment option to your homeowners? And as Peter mentioned earlier, and I've said also this as well, people are looking for that lower monthly payment option. And by the way, these are unsecured loans, okay, and our interest is compounded daily. So we're not going to be front loading all the interest up front like a mortgage company. It's spread out across the board. So you could take this out. And as Peter mentioned, that Energy Plus loan goes up to $50,000. And here's your spread here. So even on a simple loan up to $50,000 for 10 jobs a month, you're looking at $180,000 a year that's going back to your friends at your finance company. But please use this and kind of take a look at it. But if you're seriously considering longer term, lower rate monthly payment options for your homeowners, this is clearly the way to go. And the best news is once you complete the job, we're going to go ahead and pay you within 2 business days. Peter, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Randy. As usual, a very succinct and on the point presentation. Uh, if you're not already approved with us, you probably are. If you're not, you can just go to the NEIF fund website and you can see become an approved contractor. We would like to work with high quality aligned contractors. Randy, our whole team's available for any questions you may have, and you can again filter them through this. Peyton will be sending out this recorded version and a deck to attendees when this is over. And of course, you can always reach out to me. We think it's a great opportunity for right now. I know we know you got to get back out in the field and sell some heating systems, so we'll let you go right now.